All right, I'm going to try to draw something here. I was struggling trying to find something to sketch. Sometimes inspiration doesn't come easy, and I don't have a controllable mind's eye. Kind of, if I want to picture something, it just doesn't happen. That doesn't mean I don't see stuff. I kind of do. I have closed eye hallucinations, or another word was that Charles Bonnet syndrome. And I can kind of see stuff there, but it's completely uncontrollable, and it's not like it would sit still and let me sketch it. It's just kind of chaos. Sometimes some scenes go through my head, a lot of times faces, which would actually terrify me as a child, because it would keep me from sleeping, because every time I'd close my eyes, I'd see faces in various degrees of emotional expressions on their face. But I kind of learned to adapt, and now find it quite entertaining. But typically I find something to sketch from a reference, and a lot of times I'll use a video. I like, there's fairy encounters with a kitty that narrates these encounters from Ireland, and I like listening to her. And sometimes the AI generated illustrations that she uses for her program, I'll just pause it because I think it's nice, and I'll start sketching it. I know it's not real creative, but when you just can't see stuff, you feel like you need a reference. But what I'm going to do here is work without a reference and just start throwing stuff on this paper. I've got some charcoal here, and you kind of saw me when I put a charcoal pencil in that pencil sharpener, it just turns to powder. So you can see it kind of all crushed up there. So I'll dip my finger in it and start laying it out on this paper. The dimensions might not be perfect, and this individual might not be the prettiest thing ever. Maybe she might be a little ugly, but my life right now is a little ugly. So maybe it'll be a representation of what I'm going through. But before it's all over, maybe I can pull something beautiful out of it. That's what I'm kind of hoping to for my own existence, that at some point I'll just pull something absolutely gorgeous out of this catastrophe that I feel like I've had since I lost my job. But it's okay. So we're going to go. I was kind of, each part, I was kind of impressed, but when I step back, I do kind of noticed that the placement of everything may be a little bit off. So who knows? It might look more like a Picasso. But of course, if you have a Picasso now, you've got $1 million painting, so I guess that ain't bad either. And who knows, maybe it'll turn into something other than a face when I'm done. I might incorporate it into some landscape and make it some kind of like an optical illusion. I'm pretty sure that's the meaning of life anyway. I'm not sure anything we see around us is real, but some kind of illusion we make up, and it is what we see and it is what we think. But you also hear some of these philosophers say you're not what you think, but then they'll say you create reality by what you think. So you got two different things going on there. If you're not who you think, but you create reality with what you think, then who's creating your reality? I mean, it's kind of a big paradox. It turns into a circle if you're not careful. But that's okay. I'm just going to keep on going. And I don't know if I can talk through this whole thing. I already put it into a video, so I'm just kind of talking into my studio program right now. And we'll go, I don't know. I think the video's 15 minutes, but I might even speed it up faster than that and make it cut that time in half to like 7.5 minutes or something. But we'll see how it goes, and if nothing else, I might sing you a song somewhere through this presentation. I do a lot of journal writing, and I've got 3 different journals on Wattpad.com under Robert Derrick Rich. And some of them are dark, but some of them I try to make them a study in love, because that's sort of where I've been kind of fixed. There's a lot of things that happen and truths that are declared, but I like to simplify truth, or my truth, or what I believe is into just love, man. Just love. It kind of decomplicates everything when everybody's believing a little bit different, and they don't realize they're saying the same thing, just in different words. But if you don't use the right word, then you'll turn somebody off. And I've done that a lot. But that's okay too. We'll keep going. It's definitely, I'm getting a pattern when I'm doing this of what's on the wall. So it almost makes it look like skin defects here and there. But nobody's skin's flawless, so maybe that'll give it more of a surreal or ultra realistic look of some kind. And trying to get her looking a little bit off to one side, but that's a little difficult too when you can't picture it and you're just going off of memory that's not a picture memory. You just know. Well, I think I'm just going to let this thing run now and kind of view it in silence, and you can watch me do what I do. But anyway, you guys have a great rest of your day, and send love my way. I need some good vibrations.